Hey guys, it's Philip and Amy coming from Kona, Hawaii.
Hey.
Just wanted to check in with you guys, let you know how thankful we have been to be able to run with you guys and appreciate your prayers in 2019. It's been the most fruitful year of our lives. We've seen some of the most miraculous things. We're on 11 different international trips last year, all across the U.S. Got to see the Send launch.
Some of you guys probably read about that as I sent out different updates, but really in February of 2019, it was incredible as we launched the Send, which was a stadium gathering in Orlando where about 60,000 people gathered around adoption of neighborhoods, high schools, nations, but really mission sending. And we were just stunned by the results of what's happened during and since then. But one of the highlights for us personally is our good friend Christy Brent was there in the stadium with us. 38 years of neurological Lyme's disease, in one moment was completely and instantly healed. And I don't know about you, you hear stories of healing, but when it's your personal friend that you know and have cried with and prayed with and fought for, standing next to you, being a part of that moment was something that marked our lives forever. And from that time, the fruit that's been happening is that we really felt like the Lord was saying that we need to continue to gather around mission sending, which has launched this send movement internationally, and we'll tell you about that here in a minute.
Also, we got to see, for me, one of the greatest days of my life was when my middle son called me and said, "Dad, I'm ready to come and really surrender my life fully to Jesus." And Elijah's been running super hard. He came, he did his DTS in Kona, just completely on fire for the Lord, completely transformed. He's in Southeast Asia right now doing his DTS. He called me up the other day, sent me a text over WhatsApp, said, "Sorry, Dad, I missed you. I ran into two guys on the street and had to lead them to Jesus." So it's just been one of the greatest seasons of our lives in that way. I also got to fulfill a lifelong dream. Got to go to a nation that I had been praying for since I was about 5 years old. I got to go to Nigeria last year, and it was just remarkable at what God's doing on the continent of Africa. We're so looking forward to 2020 and what He's going to be doing there as well. Bringing us to 2020, it's going to be bigger than 19, and it's a little even scary to think about. Just right out of the gate, we have 7 different international trips, 5 or 6 trips inside the U.S., so a lot of movement, 3 different sends. I'll let Amy tell you a little bit about what birthed really out of the send and what really pushed us into 2020.
Yeah, so like Philip said, we have all these trips with just in the first 6 months, and we're headed out here in just about a week. We're headed to Alaska for a couple of days, and then we are in Colorado Springs, and then our next international trip is in Brazil. So out of the send, so many Brazilians were a part of the send that we did in Orlando, and God really spoke to us as a group, as the leaders of the send, that something was happening, that now is the time for Brazil. And I've been sowing into that nation, as has Philip, over the last couple of years, so it's exciting for us. But they launched online the Send Gathering, which is stadium gathering again in Sao Paulo, and they were stunned. It was a paid registration, and they filled the stadium within the first few hours of launching it live online. And they had to rent another stadium, and they filled that within a couple days, and then moving into a third stadium in Brasilia, the capital of Brazil. So we're really excited. The week before, we're going to be gathering with a bunch of younger YWAM leaders from around the regions and the world it's called the Malachi Gathering, and we've been giving ourselves to these gatherings in the last 2 years, and we're excited about doing that in Brazil. And then we head to Argentina the following month. Actually, I think it's a couple months later. We head to Argentina for the Send there, which is absolutely amazing. And just the momentum going from Brazil to Argentina. Philip and I will be in Colombia with the Cunninghams and some leaders for what we call the DNA. So we're 2 weeks of spending time with different YWAM leaders, really receiving the DNA. That way we can sustain this long term. And then we're in a number of other countries, but that really starts out 2020. So it's going to be a full on wild, radical year.
Yeah, we're so excited. One of the things that just want to let you guys know, I know most of you probably do know this, but as YWAMers, we're completely self-supported, and so we raise all our own support, and we're just so thankful for all our partners and everyone that prays with us, prays for us. I know so many of you guys do. So many of you guys support us financially. We just wanted to let you guys know what's going on in 2020, and I know it's the end of the year, and we're bad about getting this stuff out. But if you're looking for a place to sow some seed, we really do feel like God is using us in a powerful way, and we really would appreciate your prayerful considering to support us. We also have some more dreams that we're dreaming about that really has more to do with the mission long term.
Like 2 years ago when Philip and I said yes to moving to Kona and being a part of this, I came on the leadership team, and Philip serves in construction trades, or building and construction trade schools, and serves in places of leadership around that side of our campus. But we feel really long term called here to run with Lauren and Darlene Cunningham, and as well as what God has been building here in the future of the University of the Nations. And in that, we're believing for our own house. We rent right now, which is awesome. We have a beautiful place that God's provided for us to rent, but we're believing for our own house that we own, that would be a place of hosting people, missionaries, leaders, the presence of God, all of that. In order for that to happen, we would need miraculous breakthrough. There's no way for that to happen outside of a miracle, but we believe in the God of miracles. So just wanted to even let people know to be partnering in prayer with us for that to happen. We believe that 2020 we could see that breakthrough happen. So that's just some of what we're a part of. We don't have time. I could make you an hour video telling you of all the things that we're doing, have done, going to be doing, but just kind of wanted to give you a little peek into our lives, and thought maybe watching a video was a little bit easier than reading a long email.
So thank you guys, we appreciate it again, and please pray for us, and please consider partnering with us.
I'm going to put the links in the bottom of how you can give. All of it is tax deductible. We have our own personal website, forwardmission.org, and then there's also the link to the University of the Nations. So thanks guys, we love you. We're praying for all of you as you head into 2020, that God would encounter you, that you would have fresh vision for what He's doing, what He's a part of. So we bless you.